We're still reviewing Punch. Ramachi, have a story there?
Yeah, okay, so Lagos prophet drowned during Valentine's Day beach hangouts. It was said that after they had a small party in the hotel room, and afterwards they went towards the beach side, and after going to the beach side, they finished having a party there, and then they got to the car, and then they realized that the prophet, by name Oriyomi Remilekun, it was nowhere to be found and all, so they went back to their base, and then they went back to the beach the next day, that was being on Sunday. And when they got back there, they now realized that they saw his body at the beach side and all of that. Yeah, that's so sad.
Indeed.
People shouldn't be drinking and
Well, he's a prophet. There's no possibility.
He's a prophet. Maybe they're praying or something.
Maybe something happened.
Yeah. And it was late at night, so possibly.
Yes. This has happened at the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, another story in Punch?
Yes, I want to take the bank story. So the CBN, the Naira has gained marginally. It was a small gain in the autonomous foreign exchange market. That's the official exchange market. It was 1,500. And this used to be 1,542. I'm wondering how that difference is, because we know that in the official market, in the black market, it was selling for as high as 1,900 at a point in time this week. But they said now it has gained, that the black market is 1,700, official rate 1,500, and that's because of an injection. The banks sell $172 million as the CBN, EFCC are battling currency speculators. These are people that are hoarding the money. Analysts and BDCs, that's Bureau d'Change operators, have predicted that as at Wednesday, it was at all-time high of 2,000 Naira to a dollar, but that it's now coming down. As at yesterday, it was 1,800 to 1,700, depending on the different parts of the country that the question was asked. The partnership with the Office of the National Security Advisor would also be coordinating activities with the EFCC to work on those currency speculators, those that are hoarding the money, and we're expecting that this would result in more the Naira gaining value back, as opposed to the way it was in a free fall for the past few days. So this is good news. Let us Nigerians also work with the government. You shouldn't be profiting from the loss of people. Your one person's profit and millions of people's loss is not a good thing. Change your business model.
Okay, so let me take, moving on now to Daily Sun very quickly. Hardship, revolt, brewing, Agbakuba says to government. Peter Obi carpets FG as CBN raises custom exchange rate to over 1,600 Naira. 1,600 Naira, yes, over 1,600 Naira. FG considers the relaunch of cash transfer to vulnerable Nigerians. Emefiele fights back, demands 25 billion Naira as damages for Makpabio. High cost of living, DSS, labor clash over planned strike. Forex discos, 7.78 million consumers in limbo over procurement of electricity meters. An LP crisis gets messier as police arrest Abure in Edo. Let me take that story that happened in Edo. So the police in Benin City yesterday confirmed the arrest of the chairman of the Labour Party, Mr. Julius Abure, in the Edo State chairman of the party, Mr. Kelly Ogbaloy, Ken Amusi, Semyon Obehi, and two others over the alleged conspiracy, brutal assault, attempted murder, armed robbery, grievous harm, and conduct likely to cause the breach of peace. The spokesperson of the zone, Inspector Tijani Momo, was saying that he explained that the detective of the zone, upon surveillance with warrants of arrest, apprehended the national chairman, Julius Abure. However, he said that contrary to what's going on social media, he said, contrary to the false narrative on social media, the national chairman was never assaulted by the police. The process of effecting the arrest, persons, some of their members, made him sit on the floor just to gain public sympathy, just to picture, obviously, for the pictures. So they made the chairman sit on the ground so as to get sympathy from the public. He said that they would never harass him, and they're going about their lawful arrest of the chairman and the other. But that was the picture that we see on Sisi now. They look nice, but they say they never assaulted him.
Former CBN governor and the Senate president. So the former CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, is suing or demanding the sum of 25 billion Naira as damages from the Senate president over what he calls defamatory remarks. So on Sunday, the Senate president had said that the former CBN governor, his crimes are the allegations against him are so numerous that the federal government does not know which one to even charge him for. He also blames the economic hardship in the country on all the policies of the former CBN governor. And so he received a love letter from Matthew Booker, counsel to the former CBN governor, and asking him to pay the sum of 25 billion and tender an apology. Failure to do so, we shall meet in court. I'm just wondering if the Senate president insists on going ahead. I think if this was made on the floor of the House, he has immunity. Also,
if it was outside,
immunity. If it was made at a club or a bar, hey, there's trouble.
To the media.
If even if at that, if you go and show video of Nigerians shouting, we need cash, all of that alone. I wonder what kind of evidence.
So let me take the story about the meters. So power has been a major issue, and in conversation around power, the statistics isn't good. About 62% of Nigerians that are consuming electricity are not metered. Only 38% are metered, which gives a gap of 7.78 million metering gap. And the conversation has been around how to meter these people. The Meter Manufacturers Assemblers Association of Nigeria has said that they can sustain the previous cost of selling meters. They had budgeted to sell meters at 58,000 naira for a single face, and this was when dollar was 800 naira to $1. They said as of today, based on current realities, they have to sell a single face meter for 81,000 naira. And even at that, it is still going to be subject to change because of the fact that the things used to assemble the meters are imported and it's no longer realistic to fulfill the current demand. They also said that the discos have to suspend registrations because those that have already paid now, I don't know, that maybe I think there's a gap between when people pay and when the meters, the members of MMAN get the funds to be able to supply them. And some people have said, we have already paid the 58,000 naira, give us the meter at that rate. I don't know how NEC will be able to resolve that for those who have already paid. But going forward, they said there'll be a review in price. It should be done fast and the meters delivered to people. But it's unrealistic to expect manufacturers of meters to be able to deliver the same cost that it was in their budget last year, because we all know the reality of the cost of things today. So let's review the price and let's hold them accountable to ensure that the meters go out to people immediately.
Okay, moving on quickly now. Vanguard, let's find the story of not taking. Apapa gridlock. Businesses lose 100 billion naira monthly as petrol tankers, containers occupy roads. Nigerians should give Tinubu more time, says go on. CBN reverses itself, raises custom duty rates to 1,605 naira to the dollar. Edo 2024, NWC drops Uzodinma, appoints Utu to conclude primaries today. Hardship, NLC face-off, DSS and NLC face-off over planned protest. AFCON final, Ekong folds precarious tactics. And IMF sees Naira depreciation by 35%. Okay, story.
So I don't know how Vanguard arrived at this 100 billion monthly, but they said indications show that businesses might be losing 100 billion monthly as containers and petrol tankers continue to live. They have built their houses on the Lagos Apapa.
They live on the road.
You know, port road, where Tinkan and Apapa port factories, bonded terminals, and other corporate organizations work also exist. So tankers have completely taken over the free movement into and outside of this. They had, you know, the blame on operators taking bribe. They also wrote the part of the federal government, the Lagos state government, and all their attempts to close or get tanker drivers off. And they say the Commissioner for Information and Strategy has not spoken about this present, you know, gridlock on the roads as well. The story is long, but
okay,
the 100 billion is a very scary amount.
No, but it's
probably
a valid
the
one
value
now. Yeah.
of most
the
of the businesses there and what their projected profit would be like. I would have loved that the details.
Yeah, many businesses within that area no longer run. They can't make money, then containers are permanently
They had a
on
bit
ground.
of reprieve January, and then the tankers are back in February.
So still within that area, the ports, the CBN has reversed. So they gave a policy. Less than 5 days after that policy, which pegged the official rate, exchange rate for custom duties at 472 from the 1,515. They have brought it back. Now, they did not even just bring it back. They took it higher to 1,605 per dollar. That's for custom duties. Of course, anybody that is into custom-related activities, they are complaining. In the past 9 months, CBN has changed the rate 9 times. This year, they have changed the rate 4 times. So,
who's not complaining, Tokwe? We are all complaining in different ways. So,
Exactly.
what are they?
So what they are saying now is that they have to do this. It had reflected on the portal, and then they took it back. Now, of course, CBN has their reasons because they cannot give you a lesser rate, far lesser than the regular market. They've
go to and buy eggs. There's morning price, afternoon price, there's evening price.
It doesn't make sense for, it's a bit tough.
It doesn't make sense for all of us.
Custom services, because you might be going to the bank and you come back and they tell you the price has changed between when you get to the bank and come back.
Ordinary, even our own company, buying diesel, what you pay for today, tomorrow morning you have to go and change the rate. We all have been affected.
Yes. So importers are saying that this is going to affect their businesses. Many businesses are linked to imports. It's not just about cars. All imports, and Nigeria is an import-based community. So we need to, at least let's just give like 2 weeks before we do the change, you know. 2 weeks,
they will still the same thing. It's not Nigeria. We just find a story of not take. I was going to take Super Eagles. So the stand-in captain, Truce Ekong, has finally admitted that Jose Pereiro's tactical rigidity cost Super Eagles the 4th AFCON title. He was saying this when he was speaking to Amanda Davis at the CNN World Sports. He said that Truce Ekong didn't shy away from suggesting that the tactical pivot from the manager, Jose Pereiro, could have altered the finals narrative. He was saying that he's with the coach 100%. I backed him 100% and gave him a massive compliment for getting the Super Eagles going after such difficult years. However, the assistant captain praised Pereiro for insisting a distinct playing style within this team, although he acknowledged that their defense strategy, typically a bastion of strength, faltered when it mattered the most. So I just had to... Let's move on, right?
Yeah. No, but we have to learn from previous mistakes so that we will not repeat it again in the future.
Okay, I think that's all we can take on... Yeah. There's no other story. I think most of the stories are all the same.
Line state was
okay, yes.
Former governor.
I think it was.
Former governor.
And of course, in attendance was the governor, and a lot of other big people come there. And the governor had laudable things to say about his predecessor.
And I think, and also a good thing to note, EFCC actually raided a lot of BDCs between Abuja and
mentioned that yesterday.
Yes, and they are continuing the onslaught against BDCs that are hoarding money. Some of them will have dollars inside, and they will say they don't have it, hoping that by tomorrow it would be they can sell it for a higher amount.
So
you have money, you are meant to sell, and I'm happy they are doing it. I think they should just reverse their license immediately. They are caught with doing such activities.
Yes, they launched 7,000 man people to go out there. Yeah. Okay, let's go on a short break now. It's Thursday, our Gisting Day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.